All right, let's continue this journey of creating and recreating what I had in ClickFunnels inside of my system.io account. We're looking at my course that I'm creating, my More High Fives Putting Skills Challenge course. So here we go. And here it is, right? So I've got module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I've got everything set out like I wanted to, all the modules and lessons on the right spot. The content is not in there yet, so if I go over here and I take a look at this, this is all still just generic content, all right? And System does a great job of putting this in there, and my format's going to be a video and a note, right? And then you'll notice that there's a couple of different things that you can put in here if you wanted to. So this is a great outline for a lesson, but it's much more detailed, or it potentially has more detailed information than I want to put in there, right? I'm probably going to have a video, a note, and maybe a link depending on what needs to happen for that lesson. And so let's go back out of here and take a look at what I did. And so my introduction lesson, I just copied it. If you remember that, I went over here and I just duplicated it. Well, having done that, now on my lesson 1, I'm going to add my information and I'm going to have a note, and then I have to delete everything, right? And so this is a rookie mistake. Don't do this. That's why I'm showing it to you. Here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do, because it's going to be a better way. All right, so I'm going to go back into the introduction over here, and I'm going to set this up how I want it. So I'm going to leave that heading, and I'm going to leave that text, but now I'm going to delete all of this. All right, so I want that heading and I want that text, but I don't want everything else that's associated with it, right? And if I delete the rows, that helps me delete more stuff at one time. All right, so that's now a very simple template, right? So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to go out here, and there's going to be fewer clicks for me if I remove the ones that I've put in there and re-establish them by copying that introduction, rather than having to go into each individual lesson and then delete all those individual rows and elements, right? So the time I'm going to take to remove these and then to re-add them is going to be less time than it will to go in and make all those changes, right, on each individual lesson page. So that's what I'm doing here. Lesson learned, right? The lesson learned is that you set up one lesson template how you want it. It'll be easier to add to it if you need to, rather than having to delete everything. And my hunch is, just looking at what I've already created for that for this lesson series, is that I'm not going to be adding to it. I just need something very simple, right? So I'm going to keep the modules. I'm just going to remove the lessons. All right, so next time you see this, I'll have that done, and I'll start adding some content in there. Come back for that.